2025, the end of the Lincoln cent, the end of the cent as we know it, right? And it's about time. We all knew it was somewhat coming, just didn't anticipate this year. With all that, there's a question that almost everybody gets wrong. The first coin made was the large cent in 1793, but it was a denomination, the cent. When was the first small cent, the size of the Lincoln we just finished issuing? When did that one come out? Most jump on saying, well, it's the Indian head cent, 1859. Ding, ding, ding. Wrong. The first small cents were the Flying Eagles of 57 and 58. And then the Indian head cent came in. Well, tonight we're going back all the way to the beginning, the first small cents, the 57 to 58, a your choice opportunity. Let's enjoy it. So again, the large cent started, and then in 1856, we kind of decided that, well, copper is going up in value to a point where it's exceeding the denomination value. Because remember, the large cents were the size of a Kennedy half dollar. We had a half cent at that time in history that was about this size. The change in our monetary system at that point shrunk the coin to meet the size in metal. So in 1856, they made a trial coin known as the 1856 Flying Eagle cent. None of them were released into circulation, and I have never seen one. I've seen pictures of one, but they just are not out there, right? And then in 1857, because everybody liked the idea, they came out with this beautiful coin, the Flying Eagle, right? The Soaring Eagle is what a lot of people call it, but they call it the Flying Eagle. 2 years only, and then in 1859, we started the Indian head cent series. That lasted for 51 years until we introduced the Lincoln in 1909. So the true firsts are right in front of you right now. 57, 58. Tonight, we have an opportunity to make it a your choice. So whether you want to have one of, do you want to have the last of the Flying Eagle or the first of the Flying Eagle? Because there's only two of them. One is one is the other. Our price tonight, though, is outstanding. We're at $59.95 as a your choice. They come in the beautiful miniature lens display as you're seeing, which just protects the coin, but displays it like wow. My competition, $129.95 on the 57 and $125 on the 58. We're less than half on both, and the quality is all here. Now this design, the eagle, the Flying Eagle, shows up on one of our pieces of paper money in the early 1900s. You might remember it, right? The national banknote, the $1, the big $1. The other side of the coin, though, which is the reverse of this coin, which you just saw a second ago, we'll get back to it. Look at that. A lot of people, when they see that design, which is the reverse design, the all blue design on the right, when you see that design, everybody thinks they're an Indian head cent because they're that close. All we really changed when the Indian came in 1859 was the obverse, the Indian. The back is kind of the same, like almost to a point. Well, tonight we have the first. And we don't get to talk about this often because when it first came in, what happens? When anything new comes in, what happens? We jump all over it. We are excited. But the other part is, and people forget this. What did the government not want to have happen? They did not want to have a large cent in circulation and a small cent in circulation. Only creates confusion. So every large cent that was turned in was melted, and they made it into two small cents. So it also was a good thing on the books for the government to take care of it that way. So as a result, the only cents that were in circulation at this time were Flying Eagles and gone. The other thing to remember is what happened in 1860s, the Civil War, and we melted copper all over the place, silver and gold all over the place. That's why they had Civil War tokens, because they ran out of copper. They had no cents left. even though we had the Indian out there for a number of years. Guys, I do not have time for a clock. Thank you all for spending a couple of minutes with us. We don't get these often, and when we do, they disappear quickly. Beautiful collector grade. Again, your choice tonight, just $59.95. And no, that is not the Indian head cent. That's the reverse of the first two, the Flying Eagles.